Hey, Pastor Bill here, Columbia Road Baptist Church. Message for our church members and for those that call Columbia Road Baptist their church home. I miss you. I miss you. I can't wait for us to be back together again and look at the faces of people that will be gathered together here on the 31st of May as we reopen our morning services. But my worry is that we're going to have casualties. Not talking about casualties from this virus, though of course that is on all of our minds. I'm thinking about people who have fallen away from their walk with the Lord. The postponing of in-person church services, the removal of routine gives a perfect opportunity for the enemy to get in and to cause trouble in our own personal walks with God. Maybe you've gone through great hardship during this time period and the suffering has made you fall away from the Lord. The disruption, you're not in your Bible anymore, you're not hearing the preaching, and we have done our best to try and keep church services posted online. We've tried to make them as accessible to people as possible. But you have to still come to hear them. You still have to log on to hear them. And it's so easy not to. It's so easy not to. No one's looking for you like they would be in church, where if you ended up missing, someone would say, hey, I wonder how so-and-so's doing. I hope they're all right. I hope they're not sick. I hope that they haven't gotten in trouble and they need someone to pray for them and care for them. So it would be so easy to fall away. And I think about who won't be there, whose face I won't see again when we reopen up our in-person services. And I'm not talking about those of you that are at home because you're streaming online and you're joining us that way because of health problems or because of the demographic that you're in, or you don't feel it's quite safe yet. I don't want to push anybody ahead prematurely, but I'm worried about people who will end up becoming a statistic and we never see them again. As a pastor, I'm jealous over the opportunity to help you in your walk with God. I'm jealous of the opportunity to pastor your children. And that's what I want to do. I want to help it so that when you stand before the Lord, you have a good day. You have a very good day when you stand before the Lord at the end of our life. We know we'll all give account of ourselves to God. And I need you. I need you. We have work to do. This isn't a time to retreat. This is a time to move forward for the Lord. He's going to open doors, give us divine appointments. Things will be different, but that doesn't mean they can't be even better than they were before. And that we have the same great God as we did previously. And we can do great things for Him. And I cannot do it alone. I cannot do it alone. I need you. God has brought you to be a part of this church. And I believe that a church is a family. It's like a building that's joined together and every part matters and every part's in its place. It's like a body and every part matters. And I don't want to see our body hurting because any of our members failed to show up because they got used to being asleep. You ever had your leg fall asleep? You ever have your arm fall asleep? Maybe you were actually in bed and you were sleeping on it wrong and you woke up and you couldn't feel it. And it was such a painful and uncomfortable situation. That's what it's like in a church. You know, church isn't a business. It's a family. A business, you've got customers and service providers and people shop around for whatever they think meets their needs at that moment. But I believe that God leads people to churches. And unless God leads you away, you should stay with your church. If you're not a member of Columbia Road Baptist Church, you're a member of another church, and somehow you're watching this video, stay with your church. Be faithful to God. Be faithful to the under-shepherd that the Lord has given you. And I'm thankful. I am so thankful for you. You have all been so faithful during such a difficult time. Many of you organize your weeks around making sure that you can attend the services online, and you get your Bibles out when we read the Bible, and you pray, and you have your own personal walk with God, and you've been faithful in your giving, and you've been faithful in praying and supporting our missionaries. And I can't tell you how much that means to me. Don't be a casualty. When we open back up on May 31st, on that Sunday morning, be right in your place. Be right in your place. Whether that's at home, joining us online, because that's what the Lord has led you to do, or here with us at church on property, because that's what the Lord has led you to do. I want you to know that we've done what we've done here at the church because we tried to follow the Lord. It's not out of fear. It's not out of some heavy-handedness by any organization. We are trying to do our best. And I can tell you, as I think back to my pandemic classes in seminary, which of course we didn't actually have, we just do our best. We just do our best through it. Maybe we did everything the right way. Maybe we didn't do everything the right way. But we're a family. and we stay together. Don't become a casualty. Don't let the enemy win. I want you to know that I'm for you. And if I can be a help to you, to your family, that's what I've given my life to. That's what I've given my life to. And so I look forward to being back in person with you all on the 31st, or as soon as you believe, as you seek the Lord, it's safe for us to be back together. Thank you so much for being a part of Columbia Road Baptist Church.